Tell us about the exhibition.
The title of this exhibition is Shu, Reinventing Books in Contemporary Chinese Art. It is organized by the China Institute in New York by Professor Wu Hong at the University of Chicago. It is a traveling exhibition, and we brought it over here to the Seattle Aisian Art Museum. The reason to have an exhibition on contemporary Chinese art, especially with the theme about books, is because the book has always been a very important component in art making in traditional China. The most famous artists were calligraphers, well-learned scholars who were well-versed in classical philosophy and literature. However, for many contemporary Chinese artists who were born in the 50s and 60s, they grew up during the Cultural Revolution, and they were encouraged to work in farms and factories rather than to attend school. So they developed a very ambivalent relationship with the book, because they were only taught to read a few books such as Chairman Mao's Little Red Book. And so we have a piece here by Xu Bing, born in 1955. It's called The Book from the Sky. The book from the sky is an object. It refers to a book, the actual object, and it also refers to this particular installation. All of the characters in this project are invented characters. Xu Bing has invented 4,000 characters. The purpose is to create a meaning without using words. And what is the meaning behind this work? Is that actually this work is meaningless. He wanted to create something that is extremely realistic, bound the books in traditional formats, and then print them on traditional paper using traditional techniques. When I asked Xu Bing the reason behind this installation, he said he wanted to surround the visitors with these kind of invented text, such that they would raise questions about, oh, are these actually real text, but it's just some kind of text that I cannot read? He wants to raise this kind of question, the issue, such that the issue of authenticity becomes quite compelling. So this is the work here, printed on silk screen scrolls, and then printed on classically bound books.
There are 4,000 of them.
There are 4,000 of these. However, you can tell from the way that these characters are laid out that it could refer to something. For instance, we started with this page here. This is the order in which the scrolls are shown. So you have the title there, followed by a text that probably provides some background about the text. But as I said, these characters don't mean anything. And then for these books here, actually, the format refer to some classical books. And for instance, something like this, it sort of resembles a traditional dictionary, and then with a word, and then these are definitions. And then on other text, you have a small print above the main text. In a classical Chinese text, this would refer to, these would have been the kind of annotations or footnotes, if you will. And for a format like this with 3 characters, this is probably refers to something, it could well be a geography dictionary that tells you about different places, place names. So actually, you can read quite a lot into the format of these books about what they may have been if these were written in recognizable characters. It took Xu Bing 4 years to carve out 4,000 characters. The work was done between 1987 to 1991. The work was first shown in 1988 in Beijing. This is an archival piece, meaning that it is not just for this exhibition. So Xu Bing was very selective about showing this work, because every time it is shown in other galleries, it would sustain a little bit of damages. However, when he saw the layout of the gallery in our museum, he thought this is a very good place to show this work, so he lent it to us. This work, although it is central to the whole idea of the exhibition, Reinventing Books in Contemporary Chinese Art, it was not included in the original site in the China Institute. So we're very lucky to have this piece here.